Getting ready to get on the road here, just checking the last couple things, oil, truck hubs, and then we're going to be headed to Kansas. It's about 10 hours, so we're staying in Kansas, and we're going to be scouting the surrounding walk-in access, and we got some cameras that we're going to hang up, and then when we come back there in November, we'll come back here to Wisconsin in October, hunt all of October here, and then November we'll head back to Kansas and hunt all of November, or until we tag out in Kansas, and then we'll come back here, hopefully make it back here for the rifle season. There's a couple of really good rifle spots that big bucks just push back into as soon as the rifle season opens up, so I'd like to come back in here and get after them, but we're gonna get on the road here and start heading to Kansas, so y'all stay tuned.
Alright, y'all, we just rolled into Kansas.
Alright, you guys, we just rolled into Kansas. We're gonna be going around and just looking at some of these walk-in areas, looking at some of these public pieces, and we probably got an hour until it's dark, so we're hitting this just about right, and then tomorrow we're gonna spend the whole day, get up early, and see what we can see in the morning, and then put out some cameras tomorrow afternoon, and then spend tomorrow evening doing the same thing that we're gonna do in this next hour, which is basically just riding around, looking in fields, checking fields, trying to spot a buck for November, or a couple bucks for November that we can kind of target and at least know that we're in the area of a big one. So we're gonna start driving some of this walk-in access, looking at it, and hopefully spot some big bucks out here. So
Alright, we're gonna get out in this one spot. There's these cedar draws in between these crop fields, and there's a big milo field up on top. Been driving around for probably an hour and a half, seen a bunch of does, but nothing worth focusing on yet. So there's some real heavy deer trails going down these cedar draws. Heavy cedars back in here, assuming it's gonna be bedding back in there. So we're gonna slip down here, possibly hang camera up, and then get out of here, move on to the next piece.
well, we are about 3 hours out from Colorado. We just left Kansas a little bit ago, and we did quite a bit of scouting, quite a bit of glassing, a lot of time on the road, and put up a couple cell cameras. And just what we learned there, we didn't see anything too big. We saw a bachelor group of bucks. The biggest one was probably like 125 inches, nothing crazy. But I think what we did learn just being in there a couple days is knowing that when we come back in November, that we're going to have to stay pretty mobile and just hit a lot of ground from the truck, glass a lot of pieces, because there is a lot of ground. Unlike Wisconsin, where there's a big deer around, he's usually in like one swamp in the area. Not Kansas. I mean, there was a ton of ground. It's all just farm ground, and so I think when we come back there in November, we're going to be doing a lot of driving in the truck and just a lot of mobile hunting, a lot of ground hunting. So, although we didn't see any big bucks, I think we learned that for when we come back, which would probably save us a couple days that we would have had to learn that when we come back in November. So, we're going to finish up this drive to Colorado, and then we're going to get our camp set up, and then opening days in just a few days. So, we should be good to go, and hopefully this should be the last scouting video where we don't have some action, because these are getting old for both of us, and we've only put out 2. This is the second one. So we're gonna get up there, put up camp, and hopefully be into some elk on opening day, but probably not. We'll probably have to take a couple days to get into them, and yeah, so we're gonna finish up this drive, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.